Welcome to this video guide to the key features of Sparkvue software used to collect data from PASCO wireless sensors across the certified PASCO version of OpenSciEd middle school curriculum. More than 25 lessons use Sparkvue software in student investigations and teacher demonstrations. See the procedures provided in these lessons for instructions specific to that lesson's Sparkvue-based activities. This video provides a general orientation to Sparkvue features used across multiple of those activities. Most Sparkvue-based activities specify an experiment file to be used for data collection. Each Sparkvue experiment file has been configured for the specific activity, so all you need to do is connect a sensor and you're ready to begin collecting data. Starting with the appropriate Sparkvue experiment file downloaded to your computer, launch Sparkvue, and from this welcome screen, choose Sensor Data. Next, connect your wireless sensor. Power it on, and notice that its Bluetooth light blinks red, indicating that it's available to connect. In Sparkvue, select the Bluetooth button to open the Wireless Devices dialog. If you're using the traditional installed Sparkvue application, you should see your sensor appear here automatically under Available Devices, with its 6-digit ID shown in Sparkvue, matching the ID printed on the sensor itself. Select your sensor to connect it to Sparkvue. If instead you're using the browser-based Sparkvue PWA or Progressive Web App, select this Connect a Wireless Device button to open the browser's Bluetooth dialog. Select and pair your sensor here to connect it to Sparkvue. In either version of Sparkvue, press Done to return to the sensor experiment setup screen with your sensor now connected, as indicated by its Bluetooth light blinking green. At the bottom of the screen, select Open Experiment File, then Open from Device, and direct Sparkvue to open the experiment you downloaded earlier. This particular experiment file is configured to show the white light measurement from the wireless light and color sensor in this digits display. The current reading from the sensor is shown here in the live data bar, helpful for checking the measurement during setup before you begin data collection. Press the green Start button to begin recording measurements into the experiment and viewing them in data displays. Some experiments are set up to stop data collection automatically after a time. However, in most, once you have the measurements you need, press the red Stop button to end data collection. Other Sparkvue experiment files include data displays that help you visualize measurements over time, often in a graph display. This one is configured to show carbon dioxide gas, oxygen gas, and humidity measurements over time from these two connected sensors. Pressing Start begins data collection for all measurements, with each dot in the graph representing a reading, recorded at the rate specified here, in this case 1 Hertz, or 1 measurement every second. All of the data recorded between pressing Start and Stop comprise a run, identified here in the graph legend as Run 1. You may have noticed during data collection that the graph scaled automatically to keep all data points in view. You can move the graph yourself by clicking and dragging in the middle of any plot area. Scale the graph axes manually by clicking and dragging on an axis scale to stretch or compress it. The graph toolbar offers tools for viewing and analyzing the data. Use the Scale to Fit button to automatically rescale the graph to show all your data. Most Sparkvue graphs are configured to show only one run at a time, so when you press Start to record an additional run of data, prior runs are hidden. However, you can make any run visible with its Show Hide icon in the graph legend. Other Sparkvue experiments use a technique called manual sampling that puts you in control of when sensor measurements are recorded. This investigation explores the deformation of an object as step-by-step increasing forces are applied to it with this smart cart. Before starting data collection, press this Zero Sensors button to set the smart cart's current force and position readings to 0. Experiment files that use the manual sampling technique are indicated by the word manual here. As usual, click Start to begin data collection, but with manual sampling, you'll press the Keep Checkmark button to record one sensor data point at a time. Keep. 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 And keep. Only after all the desired data points are recorded, press the Stop button to end the run of data collection. No matter how you record data in a Sparkvue file, you can quickly find the X and Y coordinates of a data point using a tool from the Graph toolbar. Use this button to create a coordinates tool, which will be placed on a data point somewhere in the middle of your graph. The coordinates tool label shows the X and Y coordinates of the data point under this gray box. Drag the gray box to another data point, or use these arrows to nudge the tool from point to point. Turn on the Delta tool, Delta for change, available from the label of the coordinates tool, to create a second gray box that you can drag to a different data point. The Delta tool reports the differences in X and Y values between the two data points. Saving a Sparkvue file preserves everything about it, including recorded data and any analyses, allowing you to reopen it in the future to record more data or perform further analyses. To save a Sparkvue file, go to the main menu and choose Save. A few sensor-based demonstration activities don't include a Sparkvue experiment file. In the instructions for these, you'll be directed to start with the same sensor data path and then connect your sensor as before. In some activities, you'll be directed to select the measurements of interest and then to choose a specific displays template with a white background to quickly view that measurement. In others, you'll be directed to instead choose a quick start experiment with a blue background to view measurements. We hope this overview has provided a helpful orientation to the Sparkvue features used across multiple middle school activities. Don't forget to look to the written or video procedures for a specific activity for detailed instructions, including on using any specialty Sparkvue features beyond those covered in this video. Also, for additional assistance, visit the Sparkvue Online Help Center or check out the Professional Learning and Support sections of PASCO portal. Thanks for watching.